Good morning. I hope you like the view of the hose in my front yard. So today isn't so much a meditation as it is more a little bit of a TED Talk. So I do want you to take a seat, comfortable position, and take a deep breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And hopefully you found a quiet place to sit to do this or to lie down. And remember, this time is yours for you to take care of you. So breathe in and continue to breathe. You, my friend, are responsible for your own behavior. This is true of your habits, your thoughts, your actions, and all of your decisions. You are responsible for your success, your failures, and the quality of your lifestyle. We all are, each one of us. When we step up and own everything, it is then that you are waiting for nothing to show up other than to make your life better. You are the captain of your vessel called successful living. And by taking total ownership, you become a person of deep influence. Breathe that in. How would it feel to be the person in your life who is of deep influence? And exhale it out through the mouth. So this is what happens to failures. When things go terribly wrong, you tend to look for someone to blame. You make excuses for failure. You blame others for the problem. And you wait for inspiration. Or maybe complain when life delivers a terrible blow to your health, your finances, or any other part of your life. My friend, you are here because you have decided that it is time for you to take control. And while sometimes hard chooses us, today you will choose your hard. Knowing that you cannot stop external events is the key. And that's where I've always talked about sometimes hard chooses us. Even those, it is how we choose to respond. For me, it's been how I choose to respond to my grief. And I'm sure you have a similar story. The moment we take ownership of the way that we act, the way that we choose, everything in our life changes. We can change our own behavior, and you can teach others how this is done so that they can model what it takes to take total ownership of their life. And that is my wish for you, my friends. A friend that I know, when they almost filed for bankruptcy for the second time in their life, they had lots of people to blame. It was the bank's fault for issuing too many credit cards. It was the husband's fault for not keeping better tabs on the spending sprees. Or it was Amazon's fault for always having so much great stuff to buy. I mean, how is anyone supposed to control sudden impulses when that buy it now button is so tempting? Or it was the company's fault for not paying my friend enough for an underrated talent. As reality came crashing in on me, someone pointed out to me one day, all this could be avoided if you just did what you had to do or stay out of debt and stopped overspending. And that's in regards to my friend. As I looked at this situation, I could see a pattern of chronic procrastination and chronic spending behind the scenes. And instead of tracking the expenses like most people do, there were many excuses for not taking action. Excuses like, you got to keep up with the times. And well, I'm having people over next week, so the house has to look just perfect. So instead of setting up investments, there will be a time later. Right now, they were too busy spending. Instead of talking over banking and money issues, this husband and wife they didn't even know what the other one was doing. They would say they did. And did they really? When their house was being foreclosed on in 2 days from being on the chopping block. In essence, what they were doing was putting off the hard task of opening up a discussion, choosing their hard. The patterns are painfully obvious when the house is burning down and when you search for the arsonist. You discover that you're the only one holding the matches. Everyone else has already fled the burning building. So the first step in choosing your hard, my friends, the first step is that you must take total ownership of your life. All aspects are yours. My wish for you, my friends, as we go through the next 14 days, is that you take total ownership. Do the hard things. Acknowledge all of the hard, no matter how hard that is. Breathe that in and exhale it out. Because to push ahead and crush the challenges standing in your way, you must be willing to take full ownership over your life. This is not a burden. This is a great gift that you have been given. Now, I'm going to tell you that whether we choose our hard or hard chooses us, and I look at when my dad passed away, can I look at that as a gift? I'm going to tell you right now, I do find some blessings along the way. The blessings that I have had in regards to relationships with my family, chats with my brothers. And sure, I wish my dad was back. However, that's not the way this works. So there are great gifts, whether we choose our hard or hard chooses us. And when other people rely on you to help them, this responsibility turns into a much needed service that you offer the world. So by choosing your hard, working through it, you become an instrument to others. That is my wish for you, my friends, as we go through the next 14 days. Choose your hard. Choose it well. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Because we are going to analyze all of the hards in our life so that we can choose the one that this challenge is meant for. I wish you a beautiful day. Namaste.